Hello. 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 Wow, wow. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? I was not going to be here, y'all. I was not prepared to be here. I was not feeling super good. I was not feeling super hot. But I said yesterday that I was going to stream, and I meant it when I said it yesterday. And so here I am. Here I am. Here we are. 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 And also, I'm not going to lie, I am desperate to know what's going to happen under the ocean. So, oh yeah.
I'm at the end of Endwalker.
Yeah, but he's at the end of Endwalker, so I'm just like...
I'm literally doing the final quest.
I simply do not see it. That's basically what's going on over here. Here I am. Where is Randall? Let's see. Randall, my beloved. There he is.
I thought he was Robert.
He was Robert, but then Meta made a very good point and said that he looks a bit like Mike Wazowski, and then Randall is the other guy.
Oh. Okay.
From Monsters, Inc., the tube man. And I do think that's funny. I do think it's funny to call him Randall. So that's what we're going to do. Hi, Manake, hi. Can Draco get a ho yeah? There you have it. That was a good job, buddy. That was very good. How's everybody doing? How's everybody living? How's everybody hanging? I'm here. I'm chilling. I'm wearing my white mage outfit right now. This is not the vibe. This is also not the vibe. The Astro outfit is the Stormblood official outfit. Stormblood. The Shadowbringers official outfit is the fit. Because we are at the end of the line. You figured out what GPU you want. Well, that's good. Well, that's very good, Gorge. I'm happy that you did. I'm happy that you did. Where exactly do we need to go? We need to go... to talk to the lake guys, don't we? What up? Oh, wait, actually, this is wrong. Oh, I fucked up. What up? How you doing, UV Bay? How are you? How's it going? How's your evening been? I am not going to stream for very long, you guys. I'm actually hella cooked. Like, I woke up this morning. Okay, let me tell you something. I woke up this morning ready for today. I was so stoked. I felt great. My menstrual cycle had let up because y'all already know what it is. She's doing hashtag not great. And I was ready to go out and live my life. I like wasn't having that much pain. I wasn't like uncomfortable. Things were chill. It was so good. And then guess what? And then guess what the fuck happened? I started cleaning up. I like had a little bit of a shower and I was like scrubbing in the shower, my bode, because that's how it do be. And I got horrible cramps. At first, TMI, thought I was just having like some gut rot. You know what I mean? Nope. Nope. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. It was not that. I was having horrible period cramps and they were god awful. So much so that I basically have done no chores. I went to HomeSense, which is like TJ Maxx. I don't think you guys have that. New Splatoon update. Wait, isn't there a new Splatoon video game? I'm confusion. I don't really know the T with Splatoon. But I'm happy for the Splatoon girlies. I hope you're enjoying it. That's not out yet? Oh, I see. It's just been announced. Perhaps. Wait a minute. Do I need to be over there? I think I need to be over
To
there.
make a TLDR, I asked Copilot to help me out and it suggested me to a Radeon 7600 and Dora RTX 4060.
There a
Also, you can
bridge
all
over there?
exclude.
The Radeon 6700, huh? Well, I hope you are able to get yourself one for not too expensive, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope it does well for you. I'm glad you were able to find what you were looking for. I think this is where I need to go to get to underwater. I'm pretty sure. Because the boys were here, weren't they?
I think it's on that far.
I'm bored out of my wits. You think over here?
It's over there.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Silver, how are you? We have HomeSense and TJ Maxx. Also, hey yo. I went to HomeSense. They did not have that much good shit actually today. They had some stuff. Okay, let me tell you what. Sometimes you go to one of these stores that just has a myriad of random shit, and you think to yourself, that could be good. That could be good. That could be good. And then you think about it and you're like, I don't need any of that. And that's what happened to me. So I didn't end up buying anything there. Yeah. But we did go to the Home Depot and get new lawn chairs for my front porch, and Buddy re-spray painted our house numbers because they were looking a little bad. They were looking a little bad. You know? So it is what it is. It is what it is. What do you think, Randall? He says, I long for the void. Bless him, my child. So if you guys remember, I'm just going to jump into business because I truly am so cooked and I want to do some more story. I want to have some more fun times with y'all. I am going to do my best to be cool and to be energetic and to bring the vibes, but I do not know he does want to jump off that pier. He wants to sit on my shoulder and whisper evil plans into my ear with his no mouth that he has. Yeah, truly, I wish I could say that this is going to be a banger of a stream, but I think it's going to be a little low energy because I'm not feeling that good. But I did set up a calendar. I didn't put anything in the calendar, but I did set up a calendar to plan content. I want to do more weird website reviews because those were really fun. And I think they were really good. And I want to do more of it. I want to make some more YouTube content. It's been so long since I've made YouTube content and I like making it. I would really love to do another Weird Well. I love the Weird Wells, but they take so long. So pickle that twink Alphino. He must be turned into a pickle. Noted.
Agreed.
I'll keep that in mind.
Soak him in brine.
Soak him in brine. Soak him in brine. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I know I would love to do more like Weird Zillow. You know what I mean? That's what Randall is whispering to you. Honestly, that does seem like something that Randall would scream. Like, is it true? Do we think Randall really likes pickles, maybe? He seems like the kind of guy who perhaps would really enjoy pickles.
Does he blink up and down or left and right?
He doesn't blink. He does not blink.
If he did.
He doesn't though. Like that's part of the gig is that he doesn't have an eyelid. Like he just has an eyeball. He is literally one part piggin, one part eyeball.
And he is.
And he's watching. No, he truly is though. He's my child. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so I'm hoping to do some more other content that is not just fucking Final Fantasy 14. Not the Yan. Yeah, he is here. He is here. I keep forgetting. Oh my god, and Jorman is fully cut off. I thought I fixed that. Apparently not. Is he fixed? Is his booty cut off? No, I think he's fine. Much better. Yeah, so just look forward to it. I'm hoping to do some more stuff that is not just Final Fantasy 14 and play more Witcher because I owe you guys Witcher content. Hold on, it's bringing the game noise. There we go. You guys have the game noise? Very good, very good, very good, very good. All right. Is she working or
Turn out
what?
not into a
Oh,
pickle, you gotta blow that twink's head smooth off.
move off. Just finished base Endwalker. It's really good IMO. Buddy is really enjoying Endwalker and is also right at the end today, literally right now. So, queuing for the last trial. So, looking forward to even more incredible content after Shadowbringer. Blow that bitch's head smooth off, apparently. I feel like with Alphino it would be really easy because your girl's got a fucking peanut head and a tiny little neck. Let me underwater. I'll just be rolling you out to the bay. When it comes to getting down to the bottom, you're on your own. He says he'll row me out into the middle of the ocean and he says swim down yourself.
Get out.
Get out. All right, so basically here's what happened. I went to the mountain using a giant rock robot. And when I got there, your boy had turned into fucking Adam Warlock. He had become Adam Warlockified. He became swole, he became beautiful, and he became a bitch. To be fair, Adam Warlock is A, competent, and B, like entertaining. And I would not describe No Neck Go Fuck Yourself as like that, but whatever. So we defeated him, and then we absorbed the light energy, and then Catboy McGee took off his hood, and he was like, boom, it's me. Jump scare. But it's like him, but if you were old and also obsessed with
you
me.
got there?
Yes, that's what happens right before the ocean. I'm telling the story. Shush. So he looks at me with really sad cat eyes, like the saddest, and he's like, I just want to be friends with you in a very intimate way. And I'm like, I don't really enjoy you like that. And then Emmett shows up with a fucking gun and shoots him.
And then fucking steals the shit out of that little twink.
He shoots the fuck out of him, and then he's like, bet you couldn't even absorb the light.
That twink's mine. Literally, this gay as fuck old man.
He literally says that.
kidnaps this little Twinkie cat.
After
boy.
negging me so hard. He spent literally 15 minutes being like, you can't even do it. You couldn't even do it if you tried.
He quite literally blew his head smooth off.
Fully just like giving me the side eye and then be like, oh, this takes so long. I'm going back to the end, to the bottom of the ocean. Come find me there. And then I got sick and I went to go sleep and literally nobody can help me. They all were very confusing. And then we jumped on a giant whale and the whale blew a huge bubble fart down here. And now we're in it and Oranges is afraid for his life. Let us begin our search. Indeed. Bismarck must be powerful indeed to create a dome of this size. Surely. What do you Shola say? Oriache endured much playful attention from the pixies to earn this lore of Bismarck. She says that he was physically assaulted, and she finds that very funny, and so do I. Thancred, what say ye? As far as we should be looking, I rather doubt Emmett's Helk would be sitting around out in the open. I propose we follow the slope downwards to deeper trenches. Yeah, because he's allergic to the light. Let's be off. Watch your footing. Okay, surely. Yeah, he is sneeze allergic to the light. Orange fairy orgies. I know. And can you imagine him just sitting like very much touch-averse and autistic? Let me get on my crab. Hold up. Let me get on my crab. Just being like, yeah, I'm not interested, but thank you so much, everyone. Did this thing just... Oh my god. Y'shtola is right here. I think this thing just killed a different bad guy. But do the bad guys fight each other? They surely do not. I don't know. I don't know. Look at the snail. Oh my God, that's crazy. Oh yeah, and Alize was like, don't let her! Alize fully was like, don't lie to my wife! She's not gonna be okay! I think Thancred has the right idea, but I can't help wondering what Emmett would be doing down here without the aid of gills and fins. I don't know, he doesn't have a physical bode, like he's just...
He's probably surviving by sucking air out of a cock.
Sucking air directly out of a very long dick that goes to the surface. I don't know, that bitch doesn't need to breathe. Like, he's on that full vampire ass fit. Keep blew a bubble at me. Are you guys gonna help? Hi, Marnaware. How does that work? I don't know, girl. We don't know. The ocean floor is a strange place to be. But this aether, 'tis like naught I've ever seen. I don't know, what do you mean? This outcrop seemed natural enough. Are you just staring at the rocks, bitch? Okay, listen. I still hate Thancred. His ass is grass to me, okay? Like, I fully do not enjoy his presence. I find him very annoying. But oranges? I like a version of oranges that is as awkward as his stupid Shakespearean mouthing off. Like, do you know what I mean? It is pleasing to my career that he is just a hot mess express 24/7. I like the version of oranges who's being told like deep secrets and is like, oh shit, oh fuck, oh no, oh balls. That's funny to me. We need to put Barn into hell, not jail. What happened? What happened in the Discord? What are y'all screaming about? What about that large formation over there? That does look like a strange formation. Ladies, let's get into formation. Not out of the ordinary here, as far as I can tell. The gloom down here is so suffocating compared to the endless night sky. But I suppose Emmett had nowhere else to go. Yeah, he really do not be liking it. In the light of a day. Steven Universe. That do be looking suspicious right there. Like, what is that? He literally cannot just take a single minute to be normal. Like, he needs to make himself a fucking giant weird mansion to live in. Oh my God, what the fuck? Oh, it's a fishman. Hello. Are you okay, fishman? We have fishmen on Earth also, to be clear. Down secret tunnel. Oh. Look at this. Okay, so, oh my God, what a cool crystal they have down here. That's high-key sick. I love it. I love that it's like encapsulating this big metal thing. We've never seen one that's so... Like, the ones on the source are like kind of haphazard a little bit. Like, they're just kind of crunched together. This is very shaped. Interesting. And look how like rainbowy it is. Interesting. What is this Popoto doing down here? Being fully AFK, I guess. Nice hat. Goes under the coral too? Oh, I suppose it does. That's cool. Hi, Mako. Hi. It's really pretty. It looks very eatable, like very crunchable to me. To me, it's extremely crunchable. Hello, Mayor of the Fishmen. I have arrived here. I have a lot to say. I have a lot to say. The finless one. They followed me. Why have you come? Was it you who took away our water? Yeah, kinda. It's the largest Aetheryte model. Oh, really? So this is where the Ondo make their home. I had wondered. Pray forgive any inconvenience we've caused. We were not aware that your people lived here in the Tempest. We need this great dome of air that we might conduct most urgent search, and thus beg you for your understanding. Thank you for your diplomacy, Alphanope. It's very important that we have you here to open your mouth and be polite when literally none of these bitches are capable of it. Chieftain, what are we to do? These fishmen need a little spit polish, I think. Are you emissaries of the Ancient Ones? Yeah, definitely. The mysteries have stirred. We have seen the illuminated land shining through the gloom of the abyss. If you are the emissaries, the chosen, I bid you welcome. If you are not, I bid you to leave. I'm not sure I understand. Would you be willing to elaborate? It would seem not. I suggest we withdraw for the moment. So we're going to have to go on a fishman side quest to figure out what the fishmen are on about. The swoopy whoopy water noises are kind of good. What's the plan? Given your condition, I'm reluctant to suggest lingering here. Because I am a bomb, ladies. Okay. That said, our presently meandering search would proceed far more swiftly if we could call upon the Ondo's local knowledge. I'd like to know more about this illuminated land the chieftain spoke of. Could it be the Emmett's stronghold? Could it be Emmett's stronghold, do you suppose? Perhaps he lit the lanterns upon his return. We cannot dismiss some possibility. If these Ondo refuse to speak with us... Do you remember my first scheme for entering Yulmore? How I had planned to ingratiate myself by offering lucrative trading opportunities to the Ondo. The individual I dealt with was reticent in manner and curious in custom, but we were able to reach an agreement nonetheless. I believe that with the right approach, we can build similar relationship here. Sure. What kind of approach do you have in mind? The chieftain didn't leave many options. We're to tread with the swiftest course, and we must need to locate its beginning. 'Tis plain, all our dramatic arrival hath thrown the settlement into confusion. If we are to solve such problems we as cause, and assure our hosts thereby that our purpose here is not inimical to them. I've never seen that word in my life. They may prove amenable to reason. I smell chores, but very well, if it can be done quickly. What do you think? I have nothing better to offer, but I do worry what will happen if the Ondo's tales end up leading us to a dead end. Bro, chores is not always the answer. Maybe that really is why I'm built different than all the other heroes of the land, bro. I'm just much more willing to do chores. I'm also willing to lie, but no, the signs of the Seventh Dawn always have to be like, honesty is the best policy. Let's not pretend to be gods among men to random fish people. Guess you did a massive ecological disaster. I mean, it seems like mostly fine, though. I cannot say for certain, but I sense this tribe's deeper connection to the Asians than first meets the eye. It warrants further investigation. Thus, I cast my vote in favor of aiding the settlement for the time being. The Asians plural or Asian individual? I get the option to just be sour about it, but still do it. In many of these cases, which I find kind of funny. Let's be friends. Also, why is the town music so sad in Shadowbringers? I guess the towns are kind of sad. Shola, pray proceed with your investigations. The rest of us will see about fostering some goodwill. Yosh. It's funny too because I feel like in Stormblood, pardon me, there was this idea approximately that like it would be good to have all the Scions kind of do their own thing and to have their own adventures. And I feel like we were supposed to like have this experience of them kind of like splitting all up, and then now in Shadowbringers they're coming back together. But it doesn't really feel like that much happened while they were split up. You know what I mean? You won't believe who I ran into. This is Passius Own, the very fellow I did business with our prior ill-fated stay in Yulemoor. I waited, and you did not come. Then the Mistle came, but his visits did not continue. The Catboy. I'm truly sorry. Things did not proceed as planned. Is there aught that we can do for you by way of an apology? Perhaps. Here in the Dry Return, a cavern to the north is home to giant crabs. We do not fear the crab. We are far swifter swimmers, but now there is no water. We run and they scuttle close behind, snipping and snapping their claws. There are too many of them, too many. All right, crab time. And what of you, Moth? If you not find a task, you are most welcome to join me, surely. The crab time? Let me get on my little crab and go to the crab zone. That's weird. Was this like floating before, I guess? And then it sort of fell down when it became dry? Huh. Hello, hello, hello. Do, 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 do. Yeah, like most of the flora and fauna seem fine. Like this thing seems fine. You know? Does that mean the water is going to flood back in after this whole mission situation? I won't be able to come back here? Maybe. But I guess I can swim underwater and breathe the water, so it's like fine, you know? It's like not that big a deal. Your various amounts of time longer than you, months to years, depending on which scion. It's a good way of getting them involved and solidified in the first without you having to deal with it all. It speeds up the plot, but would inevitably leave, at least potentially, a sense of too much happening off screen. I think they've done a good job of not making me feel like a ton of shit happened off stream, but I think off screen, pardon me. But like, I think the consequence of me not feeling like there was an entire lifetime that I wasn't involved in is, oh my God, they are exactly my little man. That's so sad. But I think the consequence of that is a little bit that like, it kind of feels like nothing happened while I was gone. Is that a fucking griffin? What the hell? I don't know. It doesn't feel like nothing happened. I guess that's not quite accurate. To be fair, like I do have gripes with Shadowbringers. Not very many. I think it's quite good. But this sense of like the Scions not accomplishing a lot while I was away is really not one of them. I think it's like pretty balanced. You know what I mean? Overall. Did he die? Oh, he did die. Okay, that's weird. Suspicious? I'm a little sad killing these blue crabmen. I think they're kind of nice. Crab. Oh my God, these crabs are gonna kill me. Not really. Randall, get out of the way. He's so tiny. Look how tiny he looks. When he sits on my shoulder, he seems kind of big, but zoomed out like this, he's so little. Oh my God, he's so blessed. What is up there? Did I do my quest? I think I did. but I need to investigate. Oh my god, look at this blue stuff. I kind of want to touch it. Hello? Cribs. Where the dry return. Like this area is called Where the Dry Return. And there are crabs in here. Bro, I'm way upstairs. That's crazy. Bruh. What the fuck? Okay, you know what? Whatever. It's fine. Whatever's going on, I'm just okay with it. Bruh. Maybe I'm not okay with it. What's through here? It is delightful in here. I do love the Spanish guitar music that they have down here. I could teleport, but I'm just experiencing the underwater, okay? Oh my god, look at this. It's a freaking isopod, ladies. Oh my god, he's great. Look at him. He really wants to eat me. It is kind of calm, suavemente music, I agree. Lo-fi suavemente. Oh my god. Brother, I did not realize that it was like... Okay, hold on. Oh my god, I thought this part was the whole part of it. Jesus Christ. How do we even set this thing up, dude? I guess when you're underwater, you can do a lot. What do you think, Randall? He doesn't have an opinion. Hello. You could crack their shells? You must be stronger than you look. I'm buff, baby. Suddenly got deja vu big time for like some quest that I must have done in ARR. I see you reach your quota from the first again. I shall never be your equal in such tasks. Still, I would say that we have reduced the local crab population to a far less threatening number. My thanks to both of you. You must have a reward. Nay, this would be part of my apology to you, remember? Besides which the lack of water is our doing, for which we must also make amends. Might I convince you to tell us something of your village instead? I would very much like to learn more of you and your people. Very well. Before the flood came, it is said that our ancestral home was found in the seas of the south. It was utterly destroyed by the light. Only those who were out hunting survived. They swam aimless and lost until they spied buildings here on the ocean floor. Oh, these were already here. Strange buildings though they were, they had long stood under the water. Yet somehow they had been spared the scars of time and current. These structures provided shelter to my people and protection from the tempest's turbulent waters and the predators which hunted within them. Their very existence seems a miracle. The first settlers pondered their good fortune. It was clear that the race who had built such wonders had guided their course, and from this did they discern the truth. Oh, I see. That the ancients had chosen us to serve as caretakers of their eternal sanctuary until such time as they returned. Thus, if it is judged that your coming and this great vanishing of water was by the ancients' design, you will find a warm welcome here. I cannot help but wonder, how will the significance or otherwise of our arrival be decided? The ancients have blessed us with protection and prosperity. If your presence serves to bring us the same, there will be no doubt in the matter. Okay, so chores was the right choice, I guess. It would seem our earlier decision was the correct one. Thank you for this lesson, and we will continue to do all we can to assist your people. Should you desire help with any other trouble, pray do not hesitate to ask. We should return to the task at hand, only do not overexert yourself. The risk far outweighs the gain. Okay, but what I'm really good at is clonking in knoggins. That's my true calling. If I don't have the constitution and the disposition to clonk noggins, then truly who am I? The ancients have blessed us. If your presence brings the same, there will be no doubt in the matter. I suppose so. Hello, Y'shtola. Look at the sheer number of side quests here. Also, this is a different kind of quest marker than I'm used to. See, here's a quest, and then here's just this. To tell you that there is a guy. I feel like this is new. Like they must have these little thingies over the Chiboboko guys. You know? It's a lot of chores, true. Have you learned aught of note? Something about the ancients, blah, 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 the city, blah, blah, blah. Fascinating, and precisely the sort of information I was hoping to hear. If you have a moment, I'd like to borrow your eyes to confirm a theory I've been working on. Come along. Okay. Anywhere you go, girl, I'd be happy to follow you. Oh, she's actually like way further out than I thought. Let's go. The drop quest icon is for bicolor gemstones, NPCs, and porters. Right. It just says, hey, you can do this thing here. Touch the guy. So you know that you can do it. It is kind of crazy. Oh my God, look at this coral thingy. I'm gonna touch it. Hold on, I wanna touch that. It's like a log sort of situation. Oh, it is literally sort of a log. Oh my God. What a weird sort of apparatus. It's kind of like fleshular in nature. Look at these little spiralies. Oh, that's kind of cool. Bro, what the fuck is... I want to go down there so bad. But I'll get trapped, won't I? Dude, this area is fucking... This is crazy. I can't be going down there. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. There's nothing for me down there. Okay? There's nothing for us. You can tell because when it gets that sort of foggy, diminishing sort of look to it, there's nothing down there. But I do want to touch it though. It's very tempting. It's very tempting. It's very tempting. And there is something over here. I don't know. Listen, we can't get too distracted. I'm in the anemone. You'll never find me. I'm protected. We can't meta. Bro, what is this big ass shadow? I feel like a pig. Like I can't look above me. What was that big ass shadow? Bruh. Bro, there's something above me! Is that the car? Brother, that's the car, I think. It is the car. Who is just in the car? Oh my god, looks like such a penis though. Isn't it kind of like mecha penis shadow? Okay, sorry. Hi, Ishtola. There are 2 tasks I would have you perform. The first requires you to inspect the buildings which surround the Yondo settlement and note their most distinctive characteristics. And second, I wish you to use this knife to take scrapings from the remnants' walls. Pray be as thorough as you can. Okay. Who else is it? Come, Randall. Inspect the structures. Okay. We have to look for hidden secrets. I can only move it this far and this far. Oh, I can look up. Shoebill! There's a Shoebill here at the bottom of the ocean for some reason. I've located him. What is his deal? Oh, it looks like the crystallarium windows. Tall, slender towers feature many elaborate windows, the like of which you've seen nowhere else. Nowhere? It looks a bit like something between Charlene and the crystallarium to me. Because it's that bluish sort of crystal. And it's like the sort of like stained glass vibes. If I go over there, will he literally be there? Bro. Bro, he was here and there was also a lady. But he ain't here. And the lady ain't here neither. No Shoebill. How was dinner, bud?
It's delicious, man.
I have leftovers, but you are welcome to combine with mine. You have extra. If you go to the kitchen, do you mind bringing me some water? Thank you. You said no. Scrapey, scrapey. What does it smell like? You set the point of the knife against the wall, but even after applying considerable pressure, you cannot remove so much as a flake of stone. It's made of adamantium. There's nothing to be done about it. You stole. I tried hard, but I couldn't do it. Pondering if it should get myself another helping of ratatouille. Oh, that sounds really good. That shit tough. And what have you discovered? It's weird down here, is what I have discovered. I would agree that the windows are most distinctive. It would seem the structures appear the same to both your sight and mine. You say that you can not so much as scratch the wall, even at them with all your might behind the blade. She sniffer. Das concrete, baby. Truly. Okay, man. Water. This water. Everywhere I turn this place, my gaze is drawn to the drawn by peculiar materials for which I do not have a name. The building you had to investigate, I had you investigate, are prime examples. They may appear to be constructed of ordinary stone, but I assure you it's nothing of the sort. If pressed, I would describe the substance as a composite of several materials, blended to create a material of unparalleled durability. That does sound like concrete to me. Is everything on the source made of one thing? We don't make concrete on the source? Even the Ronkan Empire, once the greatest power in Norvorand, produced nothing which compares to this level of perfection. The Forerunners really got that good shit.
That's what I call concrete.
Concrete. The Roman concrete made of lime and volcanic ash. True. Prime concrete. Nothing says Viva Italia like concrete, baby. Listen, I was watching a video and somebody was like, we'll never know what the Romans looked like. And I'm thinking to myself, like, there are Romans in Rome right now. Do you know what I mean? Am I crazy? I feel like it's like we will never know what the ancient Greeks looked like. I think we have a pretty good idea what the ancient Greeks probably look like. Because we do be having Greek people on this earth. Romans. They look like Italians, just guessing. I mean, yeah. Perhaps slightly oilier. Like having applied slightly more vociferous amounts of oil. Or we're like, maybe like more betogaed. But to be honest, I think they do be looking like Italians. But if not the Ronkins, then who? Who were these ancients the Odin claimed as the architects of their sanctuary? I suspect our answer lies within the reason that Emmett Selk withdrew here to the Tempest. Yeah, that seems like probably personable. He may simply have wished to retreat to somewhere where mortals would struggle to reach, but there are many such remote locations. Why here specifically? I thought he was here because it's dark, mostly. Emmett is devoted to his role, and thus we might assume his choice of stronghold somehow serves the Asian agenda. I mean, I think that's probably true, but also like nuclear radiation, for example, is very much absorbed by the water. Do you know what I mean? So like maybe the light energy is also absorbed by the water and he just doesn't have the itchies down here the way he does upstairs. Like maybe he doesn't have to smell the Heidelin smells as much down here. That's my guess. Maybe this place is more dear to him than any other. It looks like home, but like, that's kind of dumb because I thought everything that was good is on the source or whatever. But then I guess maybe this is on the source also and we just haven't gone deep enough underwater to find it. I don't know. But then is oh my God. Atlantis. The Atlanteans. Oh my God. Bullcuts Atlantis. That's crazy. He comes from the land that got swallowed by the sea. Atlantis, bro. Atlantis. Are you listening to me, chat? Chat, are you listening to me? It's like you guys don't even care. Unbelievable. Atlantis. I'm very smart. Okay, let's move on. Atlantis. Yeah? Listen. You say this place is built by ancient Asians. His mom used to live down here, but now she's dead. That is my theory, that these structures are remnants of a time before history, of a star that is yet whole and unbroken. Atlantis was sunk by Kratos, and then he found it again by a nerdy guy who sounds a lot like Michael J. Fox. A compelling point, meta. Such traces in the source would have been obliterated by the succession of umbral calamities. But here in the first, they might have remained untouched for millennia. Okay. What end? My copy of the mural in Kitana Revel. Almet presented it to me during my visit to Fanau after our victory in Calusia. I look at it, I view it. In the first scene, by Emmett Selk's own word, it depicts a city of eons past and the despair which befell it. It did be befalling some despair. From the stars fell out of the sky. # explosions. The design is much simplified, of course, but do you see the similarities between its towers and those you have just inspected? Not really, to be 100% fully transparent with you. It does not look that similar to me. But I mean, the idea of Emmett as like a very nostalgic retiree with nothing but mischief in his heart is pretty consistent with my understanding. We are close to the truth, I feel. Let us search the surroundings for another tower which matches a picture near enough to remove all doubt. From what I have seen, not more than sand, and more sand lies to the east, and south held no such structures. I suggest you try to look further to the northwest. Surely to the northwest we will go. You may view the Katana Reveal mural anytime. The quest destination will not be displayed on the map. You must search for the structure which resembles the building on the mural and then inspect it from the survey point. Okay. I'm so good at directions and I'm very smart. So what could possibly go wrong? Okay, never eat sour watermelons. The northwest is over there, Wordway. Over, here. So let's go this way. Let's cross the bridge that we already bridged. Did some of the stuff from the time before the planet of Swit travel to some different worlds after they are created? I guess, okay, I assume what's happening is that the planet was one hole with everything on it. And then it got split into 13 parts that were all exactly the same. And then they all started new timelines from that point forward. So they were exactly the same at the time that they split. What the fuck is that? But then this is pretty similar. And there's like some kind of altar here. So that's like promising, in my opinion. Do you know what I'm saying? Remember when I said the reflections are named because they're in some way all similar but different. So when the original world was fragmented, part of its original form were scattered across the reflections. Oh, so it's not like that. It's like instead that they all got some aspects of the original. And then if you combined all of them, those aspects would make one more whole again. Okay. That's like more confusing, but I guess it makes sense. This is not part of my search. I just really wanted to travel on this thing because I thought it was kind of good. I think that's what I was looking for though, but I need to find the survey point. A worm. Oh, crazy down here. Whatever was originally on the Unsundered world is right here below the ocean. Something from this time geographically existed here. I see. I see. But why is it so deep under the water? See, this looks like it, right? A mantis shrimp, baby. That's kind of cool. Oh, what's that? I squint at it like it's gonna come into focus for me, but it absolutely will not. What? Bro, something is over there. Like Yashula said, the structures were perfectly crafted. They didn't wither. The world just grew over it. I suppose you're right. I'm like squinting at it. It's definitely not me that's blurry. It's the fucking thing. But I'm so glasses pilled because your mom's so freaking blind. Bro, this? There's something about that, bro. Very suspicious. Just chloral growing on the rocks? I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh my god, a jellyfish. The structure would not exist in any other of the 11 restrictions or the source. Yeah, it was like cracked off of the source and then uniquely has been positioned here. What a Frenchy lady. Like puzzle pieces scattered across realities. That's kind of cool. A little weird. Oh, a tunnel, a tunnel, a tunnel, a tunnel, a tunnel. I'm going inside it. The Flounder's Floor. This is not where I'm supposed to be, but it is cool in here. My original position was like over here, and this is the northwest that I'm in now. So I think I'm in the right quadrant at least, though I think I've gotten a little off course. I think this is the thing that I'm looking at. Like this looks like it. It's like sort of peculiar. But I need to find the survey point to, aha! It's right here. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's the aether current. Okay, I'm a genius. Perfect. And y'all will be like, Mom doesn't have directions. I did a good job. And there's a little altar in there. Okay, but does this freaking snail not look like just a man? What a guy. Incredible. This is the mural writ large. Yeah, kinda. Though I cannot guess its purpose, it must have been an imposing sight. How much of the tower's height lies hidden beneath the ground, I wonder? Centuries of our history have settled upon such ruins. Countless layers of dust and sediment. An entire civilization, its existence forgotten by all except for a handful of Asians. And yet it did exist. They lived here in the city. I'm sure they did. Let us focus on what we learned so far. The Ondo chieftain spoke of a mysterious stirring, a land illuminated. Judging by his words, he believes this phenomenon related to the ancients' return. Thus, we can surmise that what the Ondo saw shining in the abyss was, in all likelihood, yet another remnant of an age-old civilization. In Dune, the Bene Gesserit do a thing where they like implant a myth of the Messiah in outer world planets so that the civilizations grow up with the myth that there will be this like returning Messiah, so that if they ever land and get stranded, they can manipulate that belief that has like fostered organically over generations to gain protection from the population there. And when Paul Atreides and his mom land on Dune, the planet Dune, the Fremen, who are like the sand people who live there, have that myth that like a woman and her child will appear and that they'll be the Messiah. And they use that as an in to Fremen society so that they can integrate themselves and stay safe when they like crash. And so like this kind of reminds me of that, like that kind of 4D chess shit where like Emmett has like implanted in the brains of these fish people like many generations ago, that like he is God and he's coming back and they need to be like prepared for him. Do you know what I mean? So that if he ever needed like a bug out bag, that he could just show up underwater and they would do shit for him. Do you know what I mean? And that would also be a good way to like make people compliant over multiple generations, is to give them this like one very effective way to like translate ideas through multiple generations of people is with religion. So I wonder if that's what's going on here. Or if it just simply is that they really did show up and see the big towers and be like, ooh, fancy. Seems pretty important. You know what I mean? Interesting. It's one of the things about Dune that I think is really well done, is this idea that like you can sort of like part of Dune is about like generations of stuff. So like this idea that you could like plant the seed multiple generations back so you can exploit it in the present is like very interesting to me. Who else would light the lantern, since Ryan put it? Then Emmett himself. 'Tis most certainly he is there. I agree, but like where is it? There's a bunch of weird lights in the blurry distance across the way, but Mako insists it's just normal coral. A likely story. Murph! Oh, Murph, sweetie, I love you.
Murphy
hi,
is just
Murph.
resubscribed for 33 months.
That's my wife,
Billy less
bitch.
than
Hold
30.
on.
Can we get a shut up from Murph?
We're gonna shut up. Do some work. You shut up, Murph. Hi. I wish she was going well. It's going great. I'm here. I'm in Shadowbringers. Look what I got, my child. I hope you're doing good, Murph. I saw those freaking biscuits that you made and they looked fucked up. Did you guys see Murph's biscuit that she posted in the Discord? I'm happy to see your beautiful face. Oh my God. I'm happy to see your beautiful face. I'm excited for when you're ready to stream next. I'm excited to see you. I love your content. You're so funny and cool, and I'm stoked.
My wife's wife are so pretty.
Oh my God, thank you, buddy. Where'd I get the sideball guy? Well, it was a super chill, like 40,000 hours of Verminion, but here he is. I streamed a tiny bit earlier and now I'm dead. Understandable. Don't push yourself too hard. Make sure you spend lots of time resting and taking good care of yourself. Yeah, this Randall, he was very... It took me time. Yeah. I had to win 50 ranks matches. It took us like 6 months, but here we are. I had a popsicle. Oh my God, we love a popsicle flavor. I had me some Ben & Jerry's before stream. It's a flavor that's like strawberry shortcake. Do you guys remember the strawberry shortcake ice cream bars you used to be able to get from the ice cream truck and it had the crumbs on the outside?
I know what you're talking about.
I really want that. Ron got Jolly Rancher popsicles. They are. The strawberry shortcake perpsicles are very tasty. What the fuck is that? Bro, what the fuck shadow is this? Bruh. Okay, anyway. They are really good. I don't really know anything. I don't really like Jolly Ranchers. I'm sorry. But I bet the popsicle is probably quite good. If we are to find this stronghold in a timely manner, it seems gaining Ondo's trust remains our swiftest path forward. I only hope our deeds are enough to win them over. Thank you for assisting me. I shall seek out our companions and share what we have learned. Much as I would like to tell you to sit down and leave the rest to us, your condition demands that we all make reasonable haste. If you are not too weary, it may be useful to speak with Passius Own again and ask if there is aught else he is willing to divulge. All right, have a good lurk, Murph. Thank you very much for the subby. I really appreciate you. You're beautiful. Bro, I'm telling you, this is kind of nice. That the fisherman would make a little altar in here. is kind of sweet. Like, if Emmett is partially bored because he's a lonely... I was gonna say, I was just so very close to saying the F slur very loudly. I have no idea why I was possessed with the spirit during Pride Month. I don't know what. That's not a word I use very much. Not that I think it's like... I don't know. I don't think it's very polite, but also I feel like on the scale of things I could say, it's really not that bad. But like, I don't know why I'm so intensely possessed of the spirit to say that right that moment. Anyway, yeah, Emmett's bored and lonely and yucky, but I guess it's kind of nice that these fishmen like live in this place and like have such reverence for it. So does that mean this gigantic motherfucking crystal is like hashtag old boys club crystal? Maybe don't say the quiet part out loud. Alpinope's friend, you and your companions have done much to repair the damage caused by the waters when the waters parted. Anything else you can do? Have you been to the walls of the Forgotten? Surely I have. 42-billion-year-old aetheryte. Billion with a B? That is sacred site of which I speak. Could it be that your footsteps were guided there by the ancients? Maybe. Perhaps it may be so. Listen then, and I will tell you of our plans to bring light to the walls, that we might answer the shining call of the illuminated land. We have requested all finless craftsmen to shape a sacred lamp. He is odd for a land dweller, choosing as he does to live in the ocean, but his skill is beyond question. Is this the first Cid, or is it Emmet? It is concerning that we have heard nothing of his progress. If you are able to visit the artisan and return with our long-awaited light, then any doubt as to your purpose would be laid to rest. It is Grinault. Okay, surely. I was wondering when that fucking shoe was gonna drop. Because they were talking about him in the Crystallarium. Bro, to be fair, it is very Emmet coded, in my opinion, to make a crystal that is just the biggest, fattest, thickest, most juiciest, sparkliest shit you could possibly make. Also, is it not weird that we had the Alligans and they were supposed to be the Forerunners, but now we also have the double Forerunners. Look at these freaking octopuses. Oh my God, they're actually kind of crazy. Look at how jiggly he is. Okay, but isn't he kind of iconic? High key, I love him. And this is fucking crazy, dog. Hello? Oh my God, I can just come in. It's giving Rapture. This is kind of good music. Hello. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. This is every bitch's like dream underwater Minecraft base. Am I right or am I right? Oh my God. I could make this in Minecraft so good though. And you would see all the coral and shit outside. Oh my God. It's been a while since I've just been absolutely hit with very intense like Minecraft vibes, but could we not make this shit in Minecraft so good? Ladies. Could we not make it so good in Minecraft? Okay, I have to calm down. I'm actually so pleased by that thought. You think Emmett would make a giant aetheryte dildo? 100%. And he would never use it. He would just use it as display. Oh my God, cool. There's like a tree. Oh, okay. The Reva McEntire hair is nowhere to be seen. Let's look at him. Oh, he just looks like... Okay, well. Ladies, it's not Cid. Okay, but there are no garlic bread here. But are the garlic breads somehow artificially created? I was so convinced that it was going to be Sid, but this is not. Geralt's. Geralt? Geralt. Geralt? Wait! Come back! Oh. Have you been following me? Oh, the bald guy! Somebody else is following me! It's good to see you, though. You look cute. Okay, let's continue. The bald guy who's in trouble because he, oh my God, and here he has hair! And like a lot of it. Who is that? Oh God. Hello, Gerald. This is just great. Me mind's playing tricks on me now. Look, Gernalt, someone's come to visit you at the bottom of the bleeding ocean. Or maybe it's your ghost. A foul shade. Feast yourself upon me, rotten soul. I've got no use for it. A craftsman who can't craft is more pointless than a sea slug with a Domin hammer. Okay. And that's an insult to the bloody sea slugs. He appears to be suffering from crushing self-doubt. I'll have to hype your girl up. You can do it. You wouldn't be trying to raise my spirits now, would you? Now that you'd be not what you'd expect from a servant of the netherworld. I'm just a normal girl. He has so much hair. I was so convinced that it was going to be Sid. I was very convinced it was going to be Sid. Hey. You do crime. His nipples are so flesh colored, like he clearly has them, but they're just like not. Oh my God, meta. I may have crossed paths back at the Crystallarium, but I don't reckon we've been formally introduced. My name's Grenalt, and this here is meant to be my underwater sanctuary, a place where I can give myself over to my work, far from the distractions of the outside world. And yet here you stand. Now, what's so damned important? You dive all the way down to the bottom of the Bleeding Tempest to bother me. I need you to make that fucking lamp that you promised. Beyondo's lamp. God's cursed my empty head. I've not so much as made a start. Homework late. Do you think if I just bonk him gently, he'll figure it out? I'm worth less than a sea slug. Nay, the slime left by the sea slug. My delivery date's long past, my workbench untouched. I call myself a bleeding artisan. You've heard their beliefs, have you? Bringing light to them ruins be an act of deep religious and cultural significance. It's my privilege as a craftsman to be tasked with providing a ritual instrument worthy of the occasion, but I can't. Okay. That's okay. It's fine, girl. It's gonna be fine. It's all, it happens to the best of us. Tell me you got something to show me that'll be amused to could kick up the arse. Okay. That end of your project report we were told about the beginning of the second semester, truly. The Eldo want to honor the coming of those ancients, so their answering lights got to blaze with the right kind of brightness. Like a spark of life caught in a crystal. Just being sparkly isn't enough. It's got to dance with joy and sorrow and a sense of hardship endured. You know what I mean? Oh my God, let's just show him the fucking mural. The kind that crystallizes only the culmination of a long, tragic tale. Complete any of the role quest lines. Well, listen, ladies, listen. We be knew that the time would be cometh, and here the time hast came and arrived. No problem. How long could it possibly take? Well, listen, my homework's not late. They said do it, but like, it's fine, it's fine. Maybe Fort John? Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. We're going to Dollywood, ladies. I watched Sophia Nygaard's video about Dollywood and it seemed kind of chill. Chicken? Mako did say it is, I mean, I know that the eternal light is bad for our health, but like, it does make the purples purple. It was really smart to make this area like so white and so lavender. It really looks fucking crazy with it, you know? Not so much as late as part of the whole. It must be turned in all at once or not at all. Kinda. I started the one with the little guy. It's not late. What was I so? Do you want me to drop everything, do it right then? The story's been very compelling. I've been very compelled. What up, little man? How are you? Consider me very astrologian to meet you. Glad you found the place all right. For the prey. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why are we screaming? Okay, so I heal him, right? That's my gig? This thing is not that threatening though. I was not... I thought... The creature appears indisposed to cease its rampage. Oh, okay. I can handle it. I've accidentally attracted a flower with my AoE. The battle music is very good. I don't know how long this will be. We'll see. Hey girl, that wasn't so bad. Totally. That broke 3 or so ribs, at least 1 femur, but my bones feel just fine now. Better than before. And the beast gave you no trouble. Seems you're just what I'm looking for. 100%. I'm ready for action. We'll talk about the rest of the crystallarium over a drink. Okay. Surely. No, that's not what I need. No. There we go. I forget what area we're in. This is Liebza Labibza is Yulmore, and Armarang is Ulda. And the forest is the forest. It's Garden Salad Forest. So then where are we? Exactly. In between? What, or in Ishgard, I guess? Dun, 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 dun. Whoop. Triple triad. It's okay. It's okay. We're not distracted. I'm not distracted. I'm doing great. I have it completely under control. Gulp, 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 gulp. Ain't nothing like a flagon of ale. You're so right. Did you hit your head? You feeling good? Oh yes, and hard. That beast gave me a trouncing. Okay. Really exceeded my expectation, as did you. Whatever you want to call what we just did, doing it helped us understand each other sure enough. And I've seen what you're a master fighter, and you've learned that I'm fearless as stone. A fellowship is forged. Okay. But then... Oh. Nothing like beer for that concussion, truly. Now that I'm sure you won't get yourself killed, I can tell you about the sin eater I'm after. One called Carnal Virtues. Each of the virtues looks like one of those fools who brought the flood upon us, but this one takes after the worst of the bunch. Lamit, disgrace to all dwarven kind. Knowing that one of our own people was a warrior of light is bad enough, but Sophocene being out there looking dwarf-like didn't help matters. The Council of Elders, they don't want to live with the shame of Lamit's sins. So the head of the council, the eldermost elder, stayed with me here, gave me this job. To hunt down Sophocene, slay it. See, that don't keep sullying our good name. Okay, sure. It's kind of sad. Our strongest warrior. So if anyone's got to do it, it has to be me. That's fine. I'm more than up to the contest of might. The problem I'm having, though, is that Sophocene keeps healing itself, and it's deeply annoying. I suppose it's because Lamette herself was some kind of master of the art, but Sophocene's healing is so powerful that no matter how hard I whack it, I can't give it a scratch. Sounds like you need a black mage. To make matters worse, it also flies around carefree as you please, resurrecting other sin eaters. We'll be up to our eyeballs in him forever if we don't do something about those curative powers. She was a nice lady. I know you have your own ways, and that's just fine, but wherever you care much for dwarven honor or not, you have to agree that Sin Eater can raise its fellows from the grave is danger to us all. As for Lamit, you should know that being dwarf is about respecting tradition, and she never did. Never. You might not have heard, but the tales say Lamit roamed the land without her helm. She willingly showed her face to those who weren't kin. She knew full well that it would dishonor her and us all, and she did it anyway. There's the part about bringing doom to the world. Not one of our taboos, really, but generally frowned upon. And now she's back. Sure. We have ale to drink at Sin Eater's hunt, in that order. You healed my body sure enough, but I'll need a few more flagons to restore my vigor. Okay. You go for it, girl. In no hurry. It's weird because I'm supposed to be relaxing too. Mandalorians indeed. Gulp, gulp, gulp. You looking at me? You got something to say? Yeah, I do. We have business to attend to, little man. Got you. Of course I remember my new partner. And I ain't drunk neither. I'm a dwarf. It'll take more than however much I've had to get me under the table. Now that you know one more thing about me, 'tis only strengthen our fellowship, I'm sure. But we'll need more than just a sense of camaraderie if we're about to take down Soffersine. So I'm thinking we should start with an observation. Get you to look at its healing powers. Okay, sure. In Calusia, there's a pub in Stilitide. The Leaky Keel. Okay. Surely. Ew. Boop. Do-do-do-do. So that's kind of cool. So each of the Warriors of Light in the first... I wonder if the lantern is like slightly different depending on which of these you complete. Crystals. What'd you find? No need to give me a murderous stare. I know what you're thinking. That yacht you think to yourselves, always drinking and lounging about. What a sluggard. I know you don't need to explain yourself to me. I never said that. We should work on finding you a sense of humor. You'd be happy to hear that as I was waiting, I got my hands on some prime information. According to the local fisher folk, quite a few sin eaters have turned up near the Bright Cliff lately. I suggest we go there and kill as many as we can find. I won't pass up a chance to revive his falling friends, will it? Make sure you find me again before Sosfine shows up. Okay, no problem. It's kind of weird because you would sort of assume that all of the Light Wardens were originally Warriors of Light, right? Doesn't that make sense? Like you would think that that's what you were, you know what I mean? Like you would give them like a little bit more weight, but it's also kind of interesting that they're part of this whole, I guess it's not really side quests, class quests. A fart cloud. Look at that giant freaking chameleon. Doo-doo-doo. I was very successful. Randall's so camouflaged in the grass. You want to get on my shoulder, baby? The Wardens were all someone previously. That's true. Your first Light Warden was an elven man from a prison who got turned. Really? How do you know that? Did they tell me? I would like to know more about how everybody got Light Wardenificationed. Sorry to these dogs. Not them twitching, bro. Chicken. The triple triad cards tell you. Oh, really? That's kind of cool. The lore, bro. I wanted to watch after each expansion like a lore video that goes over the whole thing, but then I got scared that there was going to be spoilers for future shit in them, so I've just decided to wait to the very end. Also, I tried to look up, I really wanted a desktop wallpaper of the whale, the fairy whale, what took us underwater, but I became afraid. The more I looked for it, the more I was searching for things that I thought was going to show me spoilers, so I gave up. Very sad. Let's wait to see if Sophrosine shows up. I have no idea if I'm saying it right. What do you mean, don't encourage Triple Triad? Triple Triad's really fun. You guys are rude. We just pile them up. Oh. Oh. She doesn't look like a sin eater. Oh, I guess she does. Oh, weird. She has a nice stick. Hashtag white mage. How exactly does she do all that? Oh, it's the echo. Oh, oh. With her helmet on. What a lonely place to die. The world is even worse than I feared. Help me. Reference to archangels from FF11. Oh, yeah? I can't do much for the dead, but the living, that's a whole other matter. Oh, it's ya boy. My wounds healed. Thank you, kind stranger. Bert! Blue skin, red eyes, white hair, and black clothes. Oh yeah? I haven't played FF11, so I don't know much about it. You're lucky that I passed by. You might have died. Oh, pardon me. You hear no argument for me. I was a fool. I thought the hobgoblin I was after might have friends lying in wait. Never so much as crossed my mind. I should have been out here alone. With your magic to keep me fighting, though, their numbers won't pose such a problem. What do you say? You don't look like you have a party of your own yet, and I could certainly use a man like you on my side. I am no man, you unripe and gourd. I have never been so insulted in all my life. Let me tell you what's what. I am Lamit, proud daughter of the Thal family, and if I catch you mocking me again, I'll put you right back the way I found you. Yes, ma'am. I certainly didn't mean to offend. The beard misled me, you see. Hi, Banani. Hi, how are you? Bert looks fucking ridiculous here. Treasure! I'm crampy, but hanging in there. Girl, me too. Happy Pride! You certainly look the hero. Now let's see if you can act like one. That's kind of cute. You honorless lout, half-empty flagon, pointy dung sniffer. Your mother was a hob and your face looks like a newborn's arse. Why are you yelling? That was colorful. Straight face as always. A refreshing round of insults always cheers me up, but I'm starting to wonder if it'll have as much trouble with fun as you do with jokes. Are you sure your mother ain't a hob? I'm sure of a lot of things. At least we got what we came for, and you didn't miss much. After Softsteam brought the other back to life, they were floating off to who knows where. What happened to you? I saw the past, and I also saw the future. You saw her? No. Limit's past? I knew you have some kind of weird power. Sounds to me like you witnessed the beginning of Limit's journey. That's odd. You said that she was wearing her helmet and she helped out an injured traveler just like any dwarf of honor would do. Maybe she wasn't born a monster, but then... Got any FF magic cards? I have one Moogle! And we have some in the house, but other than that, no, I haven't paid too much attention to it. Some of them are real pretty though. Doesn't sit right with me. But standing around wondering about it won't do much of anything. Alright. How many mini quests are in the big quest line here? I wonder. I don't really magic card anymore, but the arts are so pretty. Yeah, there's some real pretty art. I just don't like there was so much like fervent energy about the place, like at the local game store for the girls trying to get their own, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even know, it's weird. Like, I don't want to throw shade, but like, it felt like there were a couple people who kept just insisting very intensely that it was going to be worth a ton of money and that we had to like get it, we had to get it because it was all going to run out. It was going to be like Lord of the Rings. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I don't know. I just don't feel that urgency, I guess. I did stuff this time, you saw. You also saw Softsteam work its magic. But since you haven't said nothing about it yet, I'm guessing you didn't have such sudden revelations as how to stop it. I didn't expect you to solve my problem just like that. I only need to remember what you saw today. Okay. Been wild from here, lots of fighting. At my local game store, everybody was very polite. There was not like squabbling, but it just like, what can I say? Wizards very much wants people to imagine that the cards are going to be worth a lot more later. Like, I think it's important to remember this, right? Like, Wizards only benefits from creating the impression that something is going to be worth a lot more on the secondary market while not actually acknowledging the secondary market. And I've said it before, but like, they can't acknowledge that cards have a different price after they're bought off the shelf, because if they do, then they risk taking on the burden of like knowing that they're doing market manipulation. But as long as they pretend that the secondary market isn't real, they can do as much market manipulation as they want and get away with it. And they're clearly trying to do the Yu-Gi-Oh thing. One of my big criticisms of Konami and Yu-Gi-Oh is that there's such intense and obvious power creep with new sets that you have to buy new sets in order to compete. And that's clearly intentional. You know what I mean? They just like intentionally shift the meta every time they put out a new set. So you have no choice but to buy the new set in order to participate. But yeah, I don't really like the vibes. If it's limited in time, then yeah, but this is the thing, it's not limited. The Lord of the Rings stuff was limited. They did limited runs of it, but the Final Fantasy stuff is standard legal, which means they have to keep printing it. They buff old sets. That's true. That's true. Listen, I'm not here to say that either Wizards or Konami are just like pure evil only. And I know a lot of people really enjoy both Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic the Gathering. They have no problem with a lot of the way things work, but I don't like going to the store and feeling like if I don't spend $200 right this minute, I'll never get the chance to spend $200 again. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. I've had friends say their local game stores have been crazy. One person I know, the store tried to raise all the prices of the deck to double MSRP. Yeah, a lot of our local stores they didn't even put it on the shelf at MSRP, to be honest. So I haven't seen any, like, it's funny too because Wizards just published MSRP for all their stuff. But none of this, I haven't seen any Final Fantasy stuff on the shelf for MSRP, period. Current Yu-Gi-Oh format, they buffed Albaz with new stuff, and even Tenpei with several seasons ago was still sweeps. I mean, that's fair, but I'm just saying that, like, when I think of making new sets so overpowered that you can't play with old cards, I think of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I feel Magic doing some of that. And I think that that's a little shady, you know? I'm not saying it's the only way that card games operate, or I'm not saying it's the only way that Yu-Gi-Oh! Operates. I mean, I would not even presume to be slightly a Yu-Gi-Oh! Expert. Like, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, yeah. It's complicated. Hasbro only really cares as long as number goes up in the end. And they don't really care about the community as much. Unfortunately. Looks like you've been training hard. Your muscle is so much bigger. It's almost like there's 3 of you, ma'am. I'm joking, as you know. But you do seem stronger. I don't suppose you came up with a clever plan for stopping Sophrosine while you were at it. No, ma'am. Another test in mind that will get us some information. Okay. We'll be killing Sin Eaters again, but this time you'll be healing them. Okay. Don't expect it to work. Sin Eaters aren't like us. But by seeing your magic healing fail, we should learn why it won't work. I mean, that's like a fair enough strategy. To Mordsuk, okay. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like, it's not like companies at any point were not trying to make money. And I don't have a problem with companies making money. But, like, for example, the, like, current Infinity Nikki friggin' shitstorm. I'm not saying that I knew that it was gonna fall flat on its face, but, like, come on. There was no way that Infinity Nikki was gonna be chill. You know what I mean? That's all I have to say about that. It's very simple. The company that makes Infinity Nikki didn't feel like they were making enough money. So they did a bunch of stuff all at once to extract money. Honestly, it's just that. So, like, for example, they added, so the way Infinity Nikki works is you pull for outfits, right? So originally you had to pull for 10 outfit pieces, like shoes, tights, tights/socks, skirt, top, scarf, hat, you know, earrings, all that stuff. They added an 11th piece. So now you have to pull, like, your pull rates all automatically go down because now there's an 11th piece to every set. And that means you need to go back and re-pull for a bunch of shit, I think. And then, like, they added a die system that a bunch of people were asking for, but you have to buy, essentially you have no choice but to buy the currency, to buy the die, and you have to pull for it so you don't automatically get the die that you want, and you have to get enough die to individually dye every single piece of an outfit, so you can't just do a different colorway for a whole outfit. Like, you have to dye every single piece individually. But they also did this whole event right before they launched the dye system. They did a whole event where you collected these flowers to make the dye. So they did a whole crafting event where you, like, I think it was like cows. So you would, like, go around, collect these ingredients, make the dye, and then dye the cows, and they would change color. And it was like, see, wow, you can dye them, you know, blue and brown. And you got to, like, basically go and test all the dyes. And so everybody went and, like, grinded all these materials, like, collect tons and tons of these flowers because they assumed, okay, this is a pre-quest as a teaser for what the dye system will be like. Nope, they named the premium currency the same names as the flowers that you collected, but the flowers you collected cannot be used to make dye. It's like that kind of shit. They overhauled the whole story. It's like just very transparent money grab shit. It's pretty bad. Yeah, it's like brutal. It's brutal. So like the whole opening cutscene is completely different now. So if I logged in right now, I would go through the starting tutorial all over again. Even though I wasn't even that far, like I wasn't even close to endgame, but like the whole story has been retconned. It's crazy. Yeah, people are really not happy. And it's funny too, because they had a bunch of featured creators. They weren't partnered creators. They were quote unquote featured creators. So like now every single person who is a featured creator who doesn't make a video saying Infinity Nikki is the worst is getting tons of like negative comments, and everybody's calling them a shill. But like I've seen a couple of content creators come forward, and to be honest, like it must be kind of difficult. Like I'm sure some of them are shills, but like sometimes you gotta shill for the bread. Like sometimes you gotta pay your rent, and sometimes you pay your rent by being a shill T. But also like sometimes everybody's already complained about everything there is to complain about. So what video do you make just being like, yeah, I also hate Infinity Mickey? It's a mess. It's a mess, dude. But I saw that T. And I would also like to know what's going on with Palia. I played a little bit of Palia and I was like, this does not look like it's gonna have a lot of. I was kind of hoping they were gonna do the Sea of Thieves thing, and then we're gonna do alpha for a little while, and then we're gonna, you know, nuke everybody's stuff and start over. Doesn't look like that's what happened. Suspicious. Just the concept of value, at least from an economics perspective, is dead. Supply and demand, scarcity, all dead. I think that there are things that capitalism is good at, and I think there's things that capitalism is bad at. And I think that there's a limit to how effective free market systems can be. And eventually, like if you just, it's like any game economy, dude. It's like any WoW player economy, the fucking EVE Online player economy. I'm sure the same shit has happened in Final Fantasy. I'm sure the same shit's happened in RuneScape. It's all the same. You find one loophole, one little bug, and you exploit it. And the devs have to come in and patch it. They have to nerf it. And that's what regulations are like in real life. If you just let people do capitalism, eventually they find loopholes that makes them infinite money, and it's usually bad for everybody. And you have to manually go in and just prevent them from doing that shit. But crime is legal right now. Crypto is legal. Coinbase fucking... Is it true that Coinbase sponsored that giant military parade? What a shit show. But we are not here to talk about that, girl. We are here to do quests. No smart decision. Only number go up. PS2... Gotcha system. Enjoy your 5th decimal dice roll rates. Don't truly. It's brutal. It's honestly brutal. Also, hi Phoebes. I heard the liquor here ain't fit to drink, but it's not half bad. Gets the job done and with a real kick. I know what you're thinking. That yacht always drowning one ale or another. You think to yourself, and so good at it too. I'm uncontrollably jealous. I can't take any more. And you quietly weep on the inside. I'm sympathetic, but my drinking is important. Indispensable. Dwarves get fiercer the more they drink. Surely, surely. I hate Bitcoin, so dumb. We could have a whole stream just about coins and about crypto and nonsense like that, but we're just not going to do that. We have better things to do. Honestly, it's not worth our time. I can see you don't believe me. Leave me no choice. I'll show you. Go ahead and dice some Sin Eaters, and the time it takes you to finish off this moored swill here. Just gulp it down and come find me. All right. I don't know if I'm going to do that. It seems like this is a bad idea. Half finished bottle of alcohol, apparently purchased by yacht. Sits on the mat. The local concoction is deep brown. Wafts a stench that can only be described as atrocious. I really don't want to. Feeling a foreboding, an effect, the echo, or something more instinctual, it overpowers you when you so much look at the contents of the bottle. You decide to abstain. Only Mort enjoy our brew. No one else ever drinks as much as that dwarf. Yeah, it's probably bad news. I've investigationed the Mord Swill and I've decided to avoid it. Let's get on our chicken and go. I really wish he could sit on my little shoulder while I was on my chicken, but I understand why that can't be like that. There was a big boy here. What are you guys doing? Causing problems. Oh! Turtle. Your average sinner's no match for me. Not with the power of tradition and alcohol on my side. I put down another before I got around to this one here. I did the job a bit too well, really mangled the thing. It was pretty gross, flattened in all the wrong places. You get the idea. I drink a lot, I kill stuff. You have to admit that's an effective strategy. I super don't admit that. And now we've got Sin Eater patient. You can try your healing on it. Go on. What happens if I get crunked? I tried to heal it. Did you figure out why it didn't work? It was never truly alive to begin with. Healing magic and sin eaters don't mix. I think I will say it was never truly alive. You're right on that one. Sin eaters may look like people or beasts, but it's really like they're just pretending. They're not truly alive. Only the light drives them and keeps them going, like whining automaton. Healing magic ain't meant for restoring life to something that didn't have none to begin with. If Softseed's power ain't like healing magic, then what is it? It's interesting because the Void Scent aren't like that, they're sentient. I also wonder why it didn't come to revive this one. Just too far away to take notice. It's also kind of funny because I was thinking of this the other day, but you were talking about Xenos and how he's like kind of opposite of me. It's sort of funny because he's very chaotic and like singly focused on sport, you know, and vibes. Whereas I'm like a little more peaceful. An interesting dynamic, that's all. I've never heard tell of it appearing at Holmist or Switch neither. So many Sin Eaters got killed there that you'd think it would take note eventually. So why only resurrect some eaters and not others? Too much thinking, not enough drinking. To the Crystallarium. Okay. Okay, girl. Bye. Are we learning? I don't know if we're learning. I don't know if I feel educated. Do these grow in required level for each one? Then I would have needed to do to level up anyway. So it's good news that I waited this long. Did compare to Goku, so Xenos would be your Vegeta. I suppose so. Though Vegeta is a little more, I don't know. I feel like it's more that I'm Vegeta and Xenos is Goku. Like, do you guys hear? Worldcast help with some of the XP grind. Oh yeah, well there you go. I guess like, I'm very hung up on that theory that Goku like, pardon me, is more Saiyan than Vegeta. That he like gives less of a shit about others and he's like more singly focused on the fight. New card binder arrives tomorrow. Ooh, that's exciting. Will you post pictures? At least that's what my body tells me and I always listen. That's how I keep my muscles primed and my spirits high. Would it kill you to relax a little? Being so serious can't be good for you. Stop seeing any faster for not drinking, that's for sure. Nothing comes easy to sober folks. Are you okay? I don't think this guy's okay. You know what I mean? Lally ho! I'd ask if you were drunk, but I know you ain't. You've got that serious look about you as usual. And I've got my usual here too. Why so few? I stepped away for a while to do some research, but Mora and Blow kicked me right out of the cabinet of curiosity and banned me for life. Spill a wee bit of meat on the books and he chases you out with a fury of 1,000 floods. The man could use a drink if you ask me. Ma'am, don't tell me you're siding with him over me. We're supposed to be partners. I worked so hard to find this new information. Sat with those dusty tomes until not one but both of my buttocks went numb. Okay. What did you find? Your complete refusal to acknowledge anything I do is kind of comforting, actually. I get some new information from a reliable source, a drinking buddy of mine. Soft scene scenes recently at Raktika Greatwood. If we do some of our signature eater slaying in the forest, there's a chance we'll draw out. I guess it makes sense that you would come back to the Crystallarium at each point in the story and then hook up with him, pick up the quest, go out to the new location, and then while he's out there and you're out there, do his part and then come back to the Crystallarium again. I figure that we're sitting around drinking, getting us nowhere. Research can only take us so far. Maybe fighting together will teach us something we can't learn otherwise. Okay. Meet you in Slitherborough. Surely. Bye. She said, bye. Hello, everyone. Here I am. There you are. I didn't mention it earlier, but I've been here looking for Soft Scene before. I know most everyone in Slitherborough. They seem odd at first. Once you get to know them, share a few drinks, they're not bad folks. They've been helping me out while I enjoy local spirits. Seems Sosfine's shown themselves in the blind forest of Yixmaya. Let's get out there and slay a few sin eaters each, like we did before. Okay. Sophocene is an ancient Greek concept of an ideal existence of character and soundness of mind, which when combined in one well-balanced individual leads to other qualities such as temperance, moderation, prudence, purity, decorum, self-control, and objective form is Sophron. Ah, that's very interesting. Thank you for sharing this knowledge. Knowledge! Here in my garage. Here in my garage. My books that I read all the time. Kind of hoping it would pop that bubble there, but it did not. I just want the map to be complete. Oh, I forgot about the lucky. How could I forget? No dice. It does make a lot of sense. I agree. It's synergistic, if you will. Do, 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 do. This is quite the bop. And I really like the blue flowers. It's kind of funny because It almost is like if the devs got a chance to redesign all the starting areas. Oh my god, what the fuck is going on over there? Is that a fate? This shit crazy. Bunch of griffins just like... What the hell, man? Okay. Bananas. Oh, I guess the bunny women drove... They rode the griffins in, I guess, is the idea. That's kind of funny. It does kind of look like blue bonnets. It's real pretty. Where's the little guy, huh? I thought we were supposed to be tag teaming it, and he's nowhere to be found. What's been my favorite expansion? That's tough. Fight a big gator man and chase him through the forest. Not the gator. I think... I don't know. Shadowbringer's quite good. I'm not done it though. Probably Heavensward. I really enjoyed the vibes. And a lot of the areas are really good. It's, I guess, kind of the last expansion where like the vibes of the primals are still kind of, you know, classic. That's not a very good way to describe it, but I kind of miss just like showing up to a zone with a billion crystals lying around them being like, uh-oh, primal time, you know? And that hasn't really happened in Shadowbringers. It is good for the Shadowbringer story for it to be a little more intentional about it, but I do kind of miss there being like 3 primals, you know? I forgot about Heavensward when I asked what you're but I get what you're saying. I really enjoyed Heavensward. There she is. You still need to find out how it does what it does, so make sure you're watching. Okay. Let's party. You guys ready? I'm ready. Oh, I have to stay still. That all looks like a normal raise to me. Why doesn't it fix the other one? My advantage is that I don't just help. I also buff. My audio is doubled. Like my voice audio. Or all of it. Is anybody else getting doubled voice audio? I don't hear it. I guess I had another tab open. Oh, it's all good. I mean, thanks for letting me know. I always appreciate when you guys let me know about potential audio issues. Because it can be a pain in the butt to figure out otherwise, so... Oh. Got him. Nice job. Did we do it? I doubt it. There's a phoenix down in there somewhere. Healing magic is so annoying. No offense. I mean, none taken. Memory, all alone in the moonlight. I do like that stick. I do like that stick. It is a good stick. Like a marble countertop. Oh. It's the Goopal Library Owl. I've come this far and I will claim the legacy of Ronka. Am I me? Am I she? Oh my god. Well, first of all, hi Raiders, hi Yvonne B, how are you?
Even B is rating with 5 viewers.
Hi, you guys were supposed to stack up on me. What the fuck happened with that? Tired? How are you? I'm also tired, to be honest, but otherwise doing quite good. So wait, is he not tanking? What the fuck's going on? Dude, he failed. What do you mean? Oh, Bert died. R.I.P. Bert. Do I have to do the whole thing completely over again? But he had Doom. Oh. Yacht. Okay, with respect. I don't know if I have. Oh my god, this bird has a face on his face. Huh? You guys, I fucked up. Bert died of Doom, but I can't. I am cooked. And I apologize because we just had the Raiders. And the Raiders were playing Enshrouded. Yeah. Yeah. I did not do a good job, you guys. But I am quite tired. So my apologies to the Raiders. My apologies to everybody due to my failure. I struggled hard and Enshrouded. Oh, yeah. Is it tough? I don't know, like, a lot about it. But I hope you had a beautiful stream. I hope you had a great time. We're going to raid Gloop Queen. The Gloop. Bro, the ads, they sometimes really do be jump scaring me. It's tough sometimes. Yes, yes. Some games, raid potato. It's true. It's true. I appreciate you guys very much. I'm very tired. I hope next weekend on Friday I should be back as you regularly scheduled. Thank you again for Yvonne B for the beautiful raid. Raiders, if you need to jump out or do some lurking, I 100% understand. Gloop is going to be playing some Majora's Mask and we're going to be visiting. So look forward to seeing you guys on Friday. I will post in the Discord more information about when exactly my streams are going to be. Hopefully I can make a schedule. Imagine. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. I think you're beautiful. You're doing great. I'm proud of you and I'll see you very soon. Mwah. That's it. Goodbye.